Okay, so in class, we read Moral Saint by Susan Wolf, and then To Be or Not to Be by Vonnegut. So when we were talking about moral saints, we talked about like who are moral saints, and the only ones we could really talk about were even alive, like Jesus, Mother Teresa, Moses, like actual literal saints, and we kind of questioned moms. But with moral saints, we talked about how moral and ethical should we be, like, and Wolf says it's like as much as possible. But we also talked about like how no one wants to hang out with them because they're boring and like you can't have any fun with them. We didn't like Gumdrop because she only cared about herself and didn't take action or responsibility. We talked about human nature. What's our human nature? We're prideful, we're selfish, we're jealous, we're angry, like it's normal. And then Wolf was explaining the balance of our discussion of morality. So like we talked about in class, we gave an example about how kids are going to bed hungry here, like you know that they're going to bed hungry here, what are you going to do about it? A moral saint would like go and fill up and feed them as much as they can, but you can just do a little bit, if that makes sense. Like you can give as much as you can. You don't have to be a moral saint about it. We read, for there comes a point in the listing of virtues as a moral saint is likely to have, where one might naturally begin to wonder whether a moral saint isn't after all too good, if not too good for his own good, at least too good for his own well-being. So he said, if we don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. Like I said, no one wants to hang out with you if you're too good. If you're a moral saint, and if you're really focused on only your ethics and morals, you're really going to miss out on the world because you're trying to be perfect and like a really good person, but you're going to miss out on the experience of life and this whole world, because in this world we thrive off like drama, negativity, all that stuff. And then we said a moral saint will have to be very, very nice. It is important that he not be offensive. The worry is that as a result, he will have to be dull-witted or humorless or bland. So like, the only aspect of their life is being a moral saint and like being good. Sorry, I got a message. I got distracted. Only being good, and then we talked about how we need to have balance and multiple experiences in life. Like, yes, you can be good, but it's also like, don't just focus on your morals and ethics. And then it's from To Be or Not to Be. When I first read it, I thought like, okay, this is a dystopian society. Like, it's really bad. But when we were in class, I kind of learned, okay, maybe this isn't so bad. Yeah, they kill people and sacrifice themselves, but like no one wants to be immortal. Like once you are, you realize, oh my God, it's boring, because once you've lived every single thing, you've had every single experience, you've been to every part, like anything fun, once you've lived it, it's boring. So killing themselves and sacrificing themselves isn't necessarily a bad thing in this world. Like we said, yeah, like it's boring and hard to feel. And like we said, we don't like moral saints because we like conflict, negative stuff, tragedy, and excitement. So that's why this like utopian or dystopian society in To Be or Not to Be kind of suck, because everyone was just trying to be happy, and you didn't really have anything like crazy, no killing, none of that stuff. So it was kind of like a boring life. He's a good Dr. Hitz is a good guy and doing a good thing, but like he's a moral saint. And then we said that Mr. Welling's dealing with conflict. Like one baby is okay, but three isn't. Do you have the right to select your own death? Are you allowed to kill yourself? Like many religions exile it. So, like, was he in the right? And then we said, do we kill two kids to benefit the world and save it from disease/poverty? And I mean, yeah, we're doing it for the greater good, not just selfish reasons. But Mr. Welling's actions were selfish. It was for his two kids to live, not like he killed the doctor who created this whole society. So his actions were selfish. There's no art without conflict. And yeah, basically, it was a really happy world because everyone was like a moral saint in that society, and it was kind of boring, basically. So yeah.